All right, we're back to do some catch up. And it could change the outcome of the battle, so really should have not have overlooked this, but I think we are in time and able to satisfy combat procedures. Where did we go wrong here? Air naval step, air ground step, fire all units at eligible ground units. That's air units, surface engagement set, fire all naval units, naval combat strength, and enemy surface naval units. That's probably where we went wrong at. Oh, here you go. I guess we didn't go down far enough. We stopped here at amphibious assault because we weren't going to have any. Oops. Oh, made it worse. All right, hold on. So naval bombardment. Here's where we messed up. All Imperial Japanese Navy non-carrier Navy units in the space of any use their ground combat to conduct bombardment against U.S. naval base and or based. And the subject do not apply as hits to. Huh. Use this ground combat check. Okay. All right. Well, let's do this first. In the space, non-carrier units, and we are set up for that. So number one will be the cruiser with a 2 or less. All right, we survived that one with a 6. I don't know if I showed you guys that. It's a carrier. He won't go. There you go with the big battleship firing against our coastal defense unit, and he has a 4, I do believe. Yeah, 4 or less. So only a 20% chance of him not inflicting a hit, I guess. Let's see. All right. We might come out of this one unscathed. Next one is a cruiser. Our luck ain't going to hold out, but he's firing at us with a 2 or less to inflict a hit. Oh, you've seen it here live. All right. What's going on here? And our base do not apply hits to U.S. Why not apply hits? Huh, okay, whatever. U.S. Naval Base unit uses its ground attack factor to conduct fire against Imperial Japanese Navy transports. Both the base apply all hits to both the U.S. Navy base and Imperial transports. Huh. So we only fired to transports. Well, that's kind of goofy. Right, no transports there, but you're seeing it. I need a good eraser. Hold on a second here. Is that gonna work? Making it worse. Alright, so anyway, let's see what we got here. Amphibious assault. Taking place on you. You must conduct amphibious assault using the following procedure. Huh. Well, this was a procedure we just followed for amphibious. There is no fire all naval units. Surface naval units. Air to air, anti-air, anti-naval. Fire all air units, naval. Fire all units at eligible ground units. Alright, air ground step. Well, that's air ground. Fire all units at eligible ground units. I don't understand that. It says air ground, so I guess we didn't have no air ground then. Units combat strength and enemy surface naval units. Alright. Well, maybe we weren't supposed to do any of that because there was no transports. So there you go. We'll just null and void that. Well, I think we're good. I think we did it the right way the first time. You only use their in the optional rules game. Or this isn't optional rules, so this is regular rules. You only use that when they're going to have their amphibious assault. Huh. Let me see here. Base was eliminated. Blah. U.S. defensive fire. Alright, automatically field of being the same space subject to always another strength of U.S. amphibious force. Transport units of the game. Containing transport units cannot leave objective space until they're taken. Alright, well, let me go check this out because we are going to go over here to the assault. These are the optional rules. Imperial Japanese may only depart units. Yeah. All Imperial Japanese Navy non-carrier units in the space of any user can conduct against the U.S. Navy base and or base Navy units. Do not apply hits. Alright. Well, this seems like it's the same thing. Loaded and disappointed, yes. Alright. Repeat steps 3 until one side has land units in the space. Alright. Well, that is assuming that there are transports. We sunk the transports, so. Embark on transportation. I think we're good. We don't have to do any of this. We're going to go back. Let me pause this real quick and I'll show you what I mean. Be right back. Alright, so we're all put back. These guys are all had to retreat. I can go ahead and put my base here. And my infantry underneath everybody else. So there you go. We're good. I don't think we had to do that, so this whole video was unnecessary. But there you go. This is the way it should be. They're spotted, 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 and then we have the 1st Carrier Strike Force not spotted. They had to retreat because they did not take Port Mosby. Alright, we're up to date. Now ready for offensive operations. And I just seen that earlier, and I thought I'd go back over it, but as it turns out, we did everything right the first time, so null and void. We will move on to U.S. Naval Offensive Operations. And that is what we got here. I guess it's G1. Organization segment. Reorganize the task force, create a new task force. Don't need to do any of that. Recruit reinforcement. We might use that one. Replace the naval aircraft. Is it damaged? That's only if we have a carrier at Pearl, though. A carrier at Pearl that has areas that have been eliminated, I'm thinking. And it's eliminated data display. So there you go. Oh, we do. But they belong to the Lexington Enterprise. Oh, just Lexington Enterprise. Task Force 44. Does not have it has the Hornet and Saratoga. Task Force 11 has the Yorktown. And that's it. So, don't apply. Their carriers are out here. So there you go. That won't apply. Replace the land attack craft. Eliminated. Do we have a LAC, NAC, NACs? No LACs. Replace coastal defense unit. We won't be doing that. So what we will do is go to the unit recruitment phase. Now let's see here. Do I have any? Yep, that's about it. Here's a picture of what we got. And I'll let you know which ones I pick and where I put them. Be right back. Alright, well, ship's got to come in at West Coast and Pearl. Don't have any room in these task forces. 44 and 11 are both filled to the max. My only choice is to put a fighter at Pearl and stage them on out here to Midway. Or, and the thing of it is, Midway's coming up. They've been doing nothing but hammering Mosby and Solomons. So I think them shits are about pulled. Well, we're hoping anyway. Is it prudent to put a B-17 or something down there at Australia? Or go for what's going on at Pearl? Huh. They can't capture that. They don't have no infantry. I sunk their transports. So I think we're safe there. They already got this. So let's go ahead and recruit the fighter. I'll put him at Pearl. Pearl has a capacity of 6. Or is that 8? 8 warplanes. Ooh, there you go. We can really stock that on up. Alright, that'll take care of our organization phase. So we've got a recruitment. We'll go on here now to G2. And cough break, and we'll be right back. Alright, naval air search. What do we want to do? Signals intelligence, that's what we've been doing. Let's grabbing one of these it's pretty much everything we do that really does help. Really does help. Don't want to search and attack. I don't think I want to search and attack no more. Not right now, anyway. Have these guys here already spotted? Anyway. Huh. Yeah, we're going with signals intelligence, and we will pick their next chit and find out where it's coming from. That's a really good option on it. So put that on here. It is flipped to its good side, and we can't see it. And the next Imperial Japanese operation route to be activated, or could it be an optional, is Midway. MI Task Force Advanced Midway. Alright. There you go. We'll put that up here. And I'm coming at Midway. Good thing I got my fighter down there. We picked the right one on that one. Alright. That will take care of the G2 intelligence segment. Now we get to operate. Alright. Naval operation. Then we gotta pick an incident marker, or do we have a land-based operation going against what's left here? That'd be nice. We need to take that over. We need some transport troops. I got transport troops in Task Force 11, which is down here at Pearl. I'll have to switch them all the way over if I want to go on that route. Whew, let me look this on over. We're having fun. We got a nice little rain day. Everything's caught up outside. Oh, shoot. The bad thing about it was this is my weekend to do what I always used to do. And I really haven't done it in a while. For number one, the bird numbers have been down. You know, and the way the economy's been, I haven't done that in years. I think the last time I actually went pheasant hunting is maybe 5, 6, or maybe longer than that, 7 years ago. I don't know if it's been that long. But it's been a while. But the farmer whose land we were at told me to come on up. Plenty of birds, and I was planning on it, but I don't know if you could hear it in one of my videos, my voice at one time, but I got hit with a sinus infection. It got half of my face swelled up. Luckily, I got antibiotics and knocked that sucker right out in 2 or 3 days. But after that, me and the girlfriend got hammered with a stomach bug. And that was my worst stomach bug I ever had. It lasted about a week. Well, that combined with missing work. And then we had equipment at work that broke down. Rain days. It's just a combination. I haven't worked that much, so that pretty well canceled my trip. Plus, it's raining anyway. So we'll put it off. The season just started. Maybe next month or something we'll get on up there. But yeah, my buddy went. He went without me. I can't blame him. It was nice. If I had the cash, I would have went on up. But anyway, we'll be back. Kicking back with some Midway Solitaire. All right, we are back with the U.S. Navy operations phase. A little quick rundown. So far in this game, it's mostly been a Solomon's route push and a Port Moresby push. And like I said earlier in this game, these are the shortest routes. So this one here, pretty well tuckered out. They withdrew and redeployed. So I think Solomon's is pretty much, let me see, an active route. They still have some land-based aircraft here, but there's no infantry. Our task force is really to make a threat on New Caledonia. If we wanted to, we could try to take back the Solomons, but that would involve transports and infantry, which are at Pearl. All right, this next route here, it's pretty active. It's an active route. It's got some nice carriers, but their complement of naval aircraft are kind of weakened. They're not really a threat. The main part about this Port Moresby route is we sank their troop transports, so they got really nobody to take Port Moresby. They can float all the ships they want around here, but in this game, with this optional rules game, you need infantry to take Port Moresby. So we have a chance to come back here on the Solomons. This one here is pretty much over with. I mean, I don't think they'll be able to do anything unless they redeploy again and get some infantry here, but these two routes are all right. Now, we did some recon and found out that the next route is going to be coming at Midway. All right, so now it is our operations page. We can move a task force, have a land-based air operations where they our aircraft launched from the islands against the fleets or task forces. We can redeploy a task force, which is key here and there. I can get, this is Fletcher, or is it Spruance? Yeah, it's Spruance, I think. And this one, so he'll be able to move an extra. He can get all the way over to Pearl. And he's got some aircraft he needs to replace, so that might be the move to make. Or we could rebase aircraft. And like I said, I do have some aircraft here at Pearl that could be forwarded over to Midway. Midway has a capacity of 5 aircraft. How many does he have there now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, he's maxed out at Midway. I did not know that before I brought in that reinforcement. Huh. Alright, well, that'll take care of that. We won't be doing this. I think we might be redeploying a task force. And land-based air operation, that would be here at Port Moresby. We got a bunch of aircraft here, some squadrons here, but they've been reduced. So we'll be going to put a hit on this coastal defense unit, which is already damaged. We go ahead and damage them. Now, another thing we could do is bring one of our task forces down. I think I got a task force here with transports. Move them over and get us an offensive operation going here to take this back, because this is our key. You keep all of these, you win the game. If they don't get any of them, if they get 1, 2, or 3, it's pretty much a lost game. So that might be the move to make. Zoom me back out here, and let me make my decision. We'll be right back. Task Force 16 has pretty well been, I don't know if I'd use the word decimated, but they have been reduced as squadrons. Task Force 16 has the Lexington. We're down a carrier. Guess the old Enterprise got damaged, so we need to get him back because we got a lot of planes here from Lexington that we need to get built back up or get fixed up or whatever, patched up, put back on the carrier. So I think that's going to be the move. Now we do have task forces here with transports, but they're coming on Midway. So we're going to go ahead and use this. Redeploy task force, select one home base containing a U.S. Naval Task Force naval units, and then move any of those task force naval units to one adjacent home base. This does not cause a Japanese reaction, and they cannot engage in combat. So what we'll do this is we'll move him here. But since he contains a leader, let's see what we got here. 2 leaders, Spruance and Fletcher. Fletcher went down with the ship, so we don't have him no more. Are assigned. Leaders do not have an individual combat. They move their assigned task force, eliminated after its task force, and all assigned units have been eliminated, which is what happened to Fletcher. Leaders do not count against task force capability, blah, 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 assigned part of the G1, or leader can be reassigned. A leader must always be with a task force and cannot operate independently. Leader effects, that's what we want. Under number 1, increased by 1 the conducting G3 naval operation. Increased by 1 home base when conducting a G3 redeploy action. That's what we're looking for, I'm sorry. It's number 2 instead. Increased by 1 home base when conducting a G3 redeploy task force action. So he moved there 1. He is now in Pearl, thanks to his leader being with him. That takes care of the U.S. We're going to the logistics segment. All right. And we will not be... wrong one. There we go over here. There you go. Important to determine if you must pick an incident marker. We will not pick an incident marker because 11.0, we did not move a task force, or we didn't move units. Let's see here if we have to pick one. I think we've been through this before. 11.0 incidents. During an Imperial during a U.S. G3 operation in which you are conducting a naval operation, you must. All right, we are not conducting a naval operation. I think that's what the key was. Here we are, naval operation. This is a land-based operation to redeploy task force base units, so we will not be picking up the dreaded, sometimes it's good for the U.S. player. You never know, but keep those incidents down to a minimum. Be right back. All right, we're ready for our logistics action. We can repair damaged naval units. We do have a damaged naval unit. There's a carrier. Select up to 2 U.S. naval units in U.S. naval damage display. We only have one, which is the Enterprise damaged. Import. What are we going to do about that? It's like West Coast Pearl Harbor home base. We'll put that one at Pearl. Or should we do West Coast? Get that sucker up there in the Aleutians. We got a bunch of task forces down here. Where do we want the Enterprise? We got Enterprise. This is key. Well, they're both going now. They both go to the Aleutians. We'll put them on Pearl. See, they both got the... If I put him here, he still won't move to wherever he won't go. So I put him on the West Coast. He can't go to Pearl. So this way here, he can go either to Aleutians or there. So we'll choose West Coast designation, or Pearl designations for him. The Pearl Harbor home base can only repair one naval unit each game. We only got one that needs repair. Consult the U.S. Navy repair table, roll one die, and apply the result. I think anything but a... Oh, where are we at? We need a 4, 5, or 6 to repair the Enterprise. No good. No good. Enterprise stays unrepaired. Well, that's a bummer. That's it. I think we can only choose one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there you go. We chose the first one. That'll be it. We will move now to the administrative phase. All these units here that were spotted become unspotted. They have moved around the vast seas there. Oop. Force Carrier Strike Force can go up here, but there's a big old bunch of task forces down there on the Moresby route. Unfortunately, their troop transports were sunk by U.S. submarines. So they have no infantry unless the AI takes care of a redeployment or something, but I think we're good there. All right. That is it for the Mosby marker. We'll put that in the eliminated marker pile. And our new marker is Midway. And that's one thing about that intelligence actions. Naval air search, seaplane search. I mean, this signals intelligence and randomly picking one operations marker has really been a no-brainer, at least in my game. All right, well, we will begin a new turn here in a second. We might call this a vid and upload it, and we'll be back.